This is the third video of God of Egypt series. Previous two videos were about the sun god Ra, Ra's first creation Shu and Tefnut, and children of Shu and Tefnut, earth god Geb, and the sky goddess Nut. We already know that Nut gives birth to 5 children. The 5 children of Geb and Nut are first Osiris, second Horus the Elder, third Seth, fourth Isis, and fifth Neftis. In this video, I am going to discuss 5 children of Geb and Nut. Osiris was the first son of Nut and Geb. Osiris was the only deity who referred to simply as God. That gives us some indication of his popularity among Egyptian people. Osiris was the god of underworld, or we can say he was the god of afterlife. Osiris married his sister Isis. The cult of Osiris had a particularly strong interest in the concept of immortality. He was killed by his brother Seth and his body was cut into 14 pieces. But his wife Isis manages to collect all body parts. Isis takes her husband Osiris back into life. After reborn, Osiris was known as god of resurrection and regeneration. Egyptian god Osiris was classically depicted as a green-skinned man with a pharaoh's beard, partially mummy-wrapped at the legs, wearing a distinctive crown with 2 large ostrich feathers at either side and holding a symbolic crook and flail. The name Horus was a general catch-call for multiple deities. The oldest of the Horus god was appropriately named Horus the Elder. In a very ancient form, Horus was also a creator god, the falcon who flew up at the beginning of time. The original Horus was himself considered in some myths to be the brother of Seth and Osiris, second born of 5 children of Geb and Nut. Horus also considered as the son of Osiris and Isis. His right eye was the sun and his left eye was the moon, and images of the eye of Horus were considered to be powerful protective amulets. His speckled feather formed the star and his wing created the wind. He was originally considered to be the counterpart and enemy of Seth. Seth was storm god, associated with strange and frightening events such as eclipses, thunderstorms, and earthquakes. He also represented the desert and by extension the foreign lands beyond the desert. He married to his sister Nypthis. Seth was the black boar who swallowed the moon each month, obscuring its light. He was also identified with the hippopotamus, crocodiles, scorpions, turtle, pigs, and donkeys, all animals which were considered to be unclean and dangerous. However, he was most often depicted as a Seth animal. The Seth animal was a dog or a jackal-like creature, but it is not clear whether it exactly represented. Seth was the enemy of brother Osiris and also tore out Horus' eyes. But he has a positive role where he was employed by Ra on his solar boat to repel the serpent of chaos, Apep. Seth is described as having a key role in overcoming Apep. First daughter and fourth born child of Nut were Isis. She was the goddess of nature and magic. Isis had a central role in Egyptian magic spells and ritual, especially those of protection and healing. She was also the goddess of childbirth and considered as the mother of pharaohs. Isis shared the most critical relationship with main Egyptian gods. Isis is sister wife of Osiris and mother of Horus, but according to another mythology, Isis was considered as the wife of Horus the Elder and Ra. Isis knows the secret name of god Ra. That makes her most powerful Egyptian goddess. Even Isis resurrected Osiris with her magic after he murdered by Seth. The 5th child of Nut and Geb were Neftis. Neftis often was depicted as a kite or as a woman with falcon wings. Neftis was a protective goddess who symbolized the death experience and mourning. Neftis protected the body of Osiris and supported Isis as she tried to resurrect him. The goddess Isis and Neftis were so similar in appearance that only their headdress can distinguish them. Together, Isis and Neftis could be said to represent day and night, life and death, growth and decay. Neftis was sister wife of Egyptian god Seth and mother of Anubis. But Anubis was not the son of Seth. Horus and Anubis were the next generation of Osiris. I will discuss Horus, Hathor, and Anubis in my next video.